You, come. Out. Down. Down. Two, down. 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 Out. I did that, stay close to his face there because I just saw another video and stuff of saying how you have to be nice when you say the out. You can't be in the dog's face and this and that. No, you teach the out so the dog outs, period. So I can have this dog crazy in a fight in his face. Out. And he's gonna out for me. You don't know how to teach an out if you think you gotta go, oh, ow, oh, be nice. He built up to this. But the purpose of this was dog on the other side of the fence. I'm going to explain this why I'm here. Let me explain it now. No, you know what? I'll go home first. It's not what you think. I didn't bring him here to play with him and see if he would stay and play and not go after the dog. That's the mistake everybody makes. Everybody makes the mistake. They think they're going to take a dog like this. They're going to build up the play. You come here, and with a dog barking there, they built up the play enough so he stays in the play and ignores that dog. That's not what I did. That's a mistake that will fail with this kind of a dog. Absolutely 100% fail. This dog is more likely, when you play with him, to go after that dog. People don't understand this. Like, they think that you're going to redirect this dog, or you're going to differentially reinforce this dog with this toy and stuff like that. You're more likely to get this dog to go after that dog when he's involved in this play. That's what I'm working on. The fact that he can be in this play, he can be crazy, he can be nuts and not go after the dog. There's a dog right over there too. But this dog is much more likely when he's like this to hear that bark, let go of that dog, let go of that toy, and take off, because that's what he used to do. And the reason he doesn't do that now is because I worked with him, not just building up the game. And building up the game alone is not going to keep this dog here. But I had to teach him, and I had to devalue the triggers, teach him certain things so that he can be crazy like this and not leave this toy for another dog. This toy will never mean as much to him as another dog. 100, never, never. But the way I teach them so he can be in this crazy state of mind and hear that dog and not go. It's a different situation than if you're gonna just try to play with this dog and show up here. He's gonna leave this toy as soon as he hears that dog. He's aroused. He hears that dog. Boom! He's gone. It's a very different approach I use. Malinois, most of them, man, you can just build up the game, take them out, and there's dogs, there's other competing reinforcers around, and they just play with you. They just, if you're good enough at the game, they stay with you. It's not a Malinois. This dog has crazy instincts to go kill that dog, and if you think you're gonna do it with this dog like you do Malinois, just build up the game, and then you build up the game to a point where he can play in front of the other dogs and stuff like that. This is a different dog. You're gonna get this dog into this state of mind. He hears that dog, he's gone, absolutely gone. But there's a reason he's not gone, and I'm gonna explain it to everybody in my group. Once again, common mistake. Play with your dog in isolation, play with your dog, build up the game, then slowly bring in distractions, competing reinforcers, and that kind of stuff. And yeah, Malinois, you can build up the game. It'll work. Not gonna work with this dog. Never. Not with this dog. Out. Okay. Go on. Never work with this dog. And I'm not talking about it won't work with all pit bulls. This is a crazy dog aggressive pit bull. This dog is top of the food chain aggressive to dogs. As bad as you're gonna get. There are pit bulls you can build up the game and they'll stay in the game with you and this and that. I'm talking about this type of pit bull. This type of dog, I mean, I've dealt with hundreds and hundreds of these pit bulls and stuff, and this is as bad as they get instinctually. Just boom, go get dogs. Very bad. For him to be here on this toy and not charging that fence, this is a big thing for this dog. Big thing. I used to have him out by the street. If you watch it, if you watch my stuff, and I'm playing with him, and that field, then there's the walk, then there's another little strip of grass, and then there's a street. So it's not close. A dog, car, truck pulled up, a pit bull hung out the window and started to bark. Kind of far away. He heard that bark. He was facing me, not facing the dog. So he didn't even see the dog. He heard that bark. His eye twitched. He let go of that toy, and boom! That's why lines on his dog. Man, he was going to be gone. And that dog was probably 40, 50 yards away. Never saw it, just heard it. Boom! Gone. That's what this dog is. And that was not too long ago. For him to stay here with that dog barking there, it's tremendous. This dog has taken so much work. I can train dogs fast. You guys have seen my stuff, obedience that I get, this and that. The instincts in this dog, man, you cannot fight him. You have to work with him. And this takes some time to get control of this kind of a dog. This dog, man, everyone who trains dogs should get this kind of a dog. This is a pretty rare dog, though, but should get this kind of, look at his teeth shattering. Yeah, you get this kind of a dog, and you quickly find out that you really don't know as much as you thought you knew. You're not just gonna hammer this dog electric and a prong and this and that, and that was tried before. Trainer, he went to a board and trained with a IGP competitor, and they hammered him with the electric and the prong and everything, and he got worse. He just got worse. Go right through that shit. They tried food, you know what I mean? They tried the force-free game. They couldn't even take this dog outside. You're gonna try food with the dog. Instincts. You gotta recognize them, tap into them, control and guide them, funnel them, focus them into something, but you have to control and guide. You just can't funnel that into this toy and game here, into this game, because he will still, in this crazy state of mind, especially just boom and go. You have to control and guide, and then you have to devalue the competing reinforcers. If you don't devalue the competing reinforcers, you're going to lose control of this kind of a dog, because the instincts are not going away. You have to devalue that thing. You have to. And that's the main reason why he's staying with me in this crazy state of mind when that dog was going nuts on that side of the fence. He was jumping up against the fence and everything. I've devalued it. It's not just playing with a dog. And he'll do this all day. Okay. We're gonna end it. We're gonna go home. I came here so you guys could see this, because I know this dog's always outside and this dog always barks. I haven't dealt with this particular dog yet. This is the first time I've dealt with him and this particular dog here. So I wanted it to be a new dog, a new bark, but I've habituated. I'm not devalued the dogs that bark at him. There's a dog right there. I don't know if you guys can see. Going in the house right there. See, I mean, this dog is hot on dogs. This dog is so hot on dogs. I devalued dogs in general, and barking at dogs barking at him. There he goes. And he's much less likely to go there now than he's not biting his toy. And everybody thinks it's the opposite. Give him an alternative behavior, incompatible behavior. I mean, we could go through the list, and differential reinforcement there, so he will choose the toy over that bark. No, when he gets into this toy and he starts getting crazy, he's more likely to go after the dog. You got to understand this stuff, and then you have to deal with that. And once you deal with that, then you strike gold. This is horse hide with hair, and he just trashed it. Especially when that dog is there. When I keep him on here, he's really nuts, really nuts. But once again, that's why everyone's afraid of that aroused state. You get the dog like this aroused. If he's not aroused, he goes after dogs, just gone. When he's aroused, it's even worse. You can't just say, I'm going to keep him from getting aroused, I'm going to keep him suppressed. You can't. You're not going to with this kind of a dog. So I get him aroused. I get him as aroused as I possibly can. You saw him on that toy. He's super nuts, and the dog is right there, barking, hitting that fence. And I had control of him. It's the control I have of him that keeps him on this toy. It's not the toy itself. It's not just being able to bite this. It's the control I have of him that keeps him here. And that's what's going to make this work. Devalue the dog and the control I have to keep him here. And it's not about beating him up, punishing. I've seen some guys, you know, if the dog takes off, charges the fence, they whack in the dog electric and this and that. That's not how I handled it with this dog. There's better ways. All right, we're gonna go home, over and out.